On everybody, this is Jeff with Living in Arizona, and today we're going to talk about the Phoenix suburbs that are up and coming, because after yesterday's video where I talked about the top 5 established places to live in Arizona that are pretty safe for families, you guys are saying, well, where's the other up and coming places around Phoenix that are going to be like this in 5 to 10 to 20 years? And so I put together that list. But before I do show you that list, I want to talk to you guys about what I woke up to this morning with frost on my windshield. So to those of you who are wondering if it gets really cold in Phoenix, let's just show you what it looks like right now. So in case you're wondering if it ever gets cold here, you see that's frost. So it is cold. So it got below freezing last night. I wanted to share that little bit of information with you right there. Let's go ahead and dial this in. If you guys wanted to see that video from yesterday, Best in Phoenix, 4 established cities to live in for safety for families, you can go on the website on this channel and go to that video, and there's many more on the homepage. But let's go ahead and talk about this. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you what this place right here, top 8 neighborhoods in Phoenix area. People are, this is if money's not an option or a problem, really. This is just coming from them. Downtown Scottsdale, North Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Arcadia. We're going to go into Arcadia a little bit more and show you guys around Arcadia. Tempe, downtown Phoenix, Roosevelt Row, which is near downtown, and then Glendale, which whatever. Okay, Glendale's trying to be something. But we're going to go ahead and talk about some of these other places around Arizona, and I've highlighted some of them here, incorporated cities and towns in Maricopa County. Some of these towns are so up and coming they haven't even been unincorporated that are going to be on this list, like Anthem and Santan Valley. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one, Cave Creek. This is actually an up and coming town here. It's kind of like a cowboy place. They've got this place called Harold's Buffalo Chip. You drive through Cave Creek Road right through downtown Cave Creek, or the center of Cave Creek, and it's literally a biker's haven and a place where, it really feels like you're going back in the Old West. But there's beautiful desert surroundings around Cave Creek, and people move there because it's so beautiful. Right next door is Carefree. I've even made a video talking about Cave Creek and Carefree on this channel if you want to search it more in detail. But this is a really beautiful place. It is kind of expensive. It's in far north Scottsdale, so you got to go north of Scottsdale. And this is basically even more beautiful than Scottsdale. It's a suburb. It's further outside of Phoenix. And you're going to notice a lot of the places that I'm going to recommend here to take a look at, these suburbs, are further outside of Phoenix. So you're going to be living in more rural communities if you're choosing to live in these places. Cave Creek, it is kind of expensive, but it's got the Scottsdale pricing. But I mean, you're living right there in these havens, these beautiful places. So if you're thinking about where you can go to get this high desert, beautiful places near Phoenix, check out Cave Creek, Carefree. Cave Creek's a little bit more affordable than Carefree. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Santan Valley. This is actually where I live now. So Santan Valley is going to be on the southeast, and it's going just past Queen Creek. So yet in yesterday's video I mentioned Queen Creek. You can watch that video to see what I talked about with Queen Creek. I know I keep saying that, but I just don't want to go into all the details about each one of these places in this video again. But Santan Valley is up and coming. It's actually unincorporated, meaning that it is a part of Queen Creek, but it's a whole nother area. In fact, it's outside of Maricopa County. It's in Pinal County. And this place is booming. I mean, I don't know if there's a place in Arizona or even in the country that's growing as fast as Santan Valley. Literally, the amount of communities and the way they're tossing up homes, which I've done a video about where I walked around a community. I can do that video and then make a video 2 months later to show you the amount of progress they make when they build these communities. We're talking massive. And I fly my drone over here, so I've been collecting footage. I will put it out there. But Santan Valley, up and coming. My knock on Santan Valley is there's not enough things to do out here, and they really got to start building some commerce to keep pace with all of this residential building that they're doing. I mean, you go into a Fry's out here around Santan Valley and you're like, wow, that is a lot of people. Okay, so that tells me is build another Safeway or build another Fry's or something out here, because the Fry's that we do have is getting too many people. It's too congested. All right, so Santan Valley, up and coming, nice area next to the Santan Mountains. You can even see the Red Mountains from there. They got lots of golf courses, and it is farm country. It's a little bit higher altitude than downtown Phoenix, so things do grow a little bit better out here. That's why it's a little bit more of a farming area than, say, a place like downtown Phoenix. So it is a couple degrees cooler. All right, shifting gears, going all the way out to the west side. I know I've not necessarily talked so positively about Buckeye in the past, but Buckeye has undergone a massive transformation in the last 20 years, where it went from a place that was not so desirable to now they're building brand new communities out in Buckeye. And you could see, as you can see on this website, it's right there at the base of these mountains near the White Tanks and out there by Palos Verde power plant. But this is also near where Bill Gates is building that smart city that is, being developed out there, Belmont. You go a little bit further beyond Buckeye and you're in Belmont, that plot of land that Bill Gates is going to be building, that city the size of Tempe. I would add Belmont to this list, but it hasn't even broken ground. They haven't started building anything, so it's a little bit premature to start talking about Belmont. But Buckeye is going to be Belmont's next door neighbor, or Belmont's going to be Buckeye will be Belmont's next door neighbor, whatever, you get the point. They're close to each other, not necessarily too close. I mean, you also got, Tonopah, Litchfield Park. That's going to be on the I-15, I believe it is, when that's finally finished. If I'm misspeaking there, I apologize. But I don't spend a lot of time in the West Valley, but I have been there plenty of times. I mean, if you're driving to Mexico, you go down the I-10 to the I-8 through Gila Bend down to Mexico. So you always got to drive by Buckeye when you're headed down to Puerto Penasco and Rocky Point in Mexico. And then the next one that I want to add to the list is where my grandparents live. This is called Anthem. So this was at one point in 2001, 1999, 2001, considered the master plan community of America, the number one most master plan community of America. And you go up, this particular place is on the I-17 north of Phoenix, okay? Once you go past North Phoenix, you come up into the foothills, just past a place called New River. And this you would see when you're going up to Prescott, Flagstaff. It's on the right-hand side. They've got outlet malls out there. It's called Anthem. And I want to add Anthem to the list. It's already been up and coming, but it's a really nice, relaxing place outside of the city, outside of it all. You could see, look at the views here on this golf course. Really beautiful out there. Higher desert, so a little bit cooler than downtown Phoenix. But they've got nice parks, nice community centers. It's a great place to raise a family, and it really is safe. So I consider it up and coming because I don't think it's done growing in that whole area, and I think it's got a lot of, just room to grow. So Anthem, that's what it's called, Anthem, Arizona. The next one that I'm going to talk about is a lot further outside of Phoenix, but believe it or not, even a place like this is now becoming part of the Phoenix metro area, but they're building these communities. This is really beautiful desert, and they're starting to build really nice resort-style communities up there in Wickenburg. This would be in between, say, Peoria, Sun City, and and Wickenburg. I mean, in that area there. But Wickenburg's probably about an hour outside of Peoria. It depends on it, But obviously, once they build Belmont, I mean, you could see the way that Phoenix is growing with Buckeye, Belmont. They're growing on the other side of the White Tanks, which at one point was no man's land. Now it's about to be something because they're going to build that big freeway corridor that connects Phoenix and Las Vegas at a faster pace. I don't know when that's going to be done, but I'll look into that here recently so we can keep tabs on how that's developing, because that's going to be a huge corridor. I mean, they're saying that's going to connect Mexico and Canada. Like, you're going to be able to hop on that thing like it's the Autobahn. But Wickenburg, check it out. Check out communities around Wickenburg. It's still got that old rustic cowboy style lifestyle out there. When I was in high school, we used to play Wickenburg, and you go out there and you'd be like, man, Wickenburg, some cowboys up here. nowadays Wickenburg's got a lot more modernization happening. You can see with the economic development. I wish they had some more pictures on here. I mean, I think this website doesn't do Wickenburg quite the justice. It is a beautiful town. The surrounding areas around Wickenburg are beautiful. Like I said, it is a little bit further outside of Phoenix than most of these places on this list, but it's certainly worth a look. Next place on here is going to be Casa Grande, whatever, however you want to say it. It just depends on your accent, I guess. But you could see, so the reason I add Casa Grande on here, Casa Grande is not going to be as beautiful naturally as these other places because it's hot. It's really hot in Casa Grande. Casa Grande just, it's the hottest place on this list. Now, when we're talking a difference between 5 degrees, 3, 4, 5 degrees, that's not a lot. But it's probably 10 degrees hotter, maybe 5 to 10 degrees hotter than Cave Creek on a summer day. So keep that in mind. But this place comes on the list, as I've mentioned previously in other videos, and I'm only saying that because it has been a bit redundant around here. They have a master plan community going here, and it's going to be called Dreamland. It's like a Disneyland style resort, and I think it's going to add like 60,000 residents to the area of Casa Grande. So that'll be a huge injection of community into the Casa Grande area. I mean, we're talking a lot. A resort style community like that is going to do a lot for that community. And when they're going to build it, I don't know. There was a lot of buzz about it in 2017 towards like December, October. Nowadays, we don't hear so much about it. We wonder what's going on, when they're going to break ground. Is it still going through? Why did they stop talking about it? But if it does go through, Casa Grande is going to be really like an Anthem is Buckeye, where Buckeye goes from maybe 4,000 people population to 50 to 60,000. Anthem goes from nothing to something. Casa Grande's already there. It's going to go from 10, 15,000 people probably to 75,000 people. So keep an eye on Casa Grande. It is up and coming. I do add it to this list. It is a suburb of Phoenix, probably about an hour away from downtown. Okay. And for last but not least is going to be a town that's been on the radar for a while. It is a nice town. People do enjoy living here. It is a bit of expensive, but it's worth it in the sense that they got some beautiful homes out there. It's going to be past Scottsdale all the way east on the Beeline Highway. So you're going to be out there by Fort McDowell, and that area there is just great. It's called Fountain Hills. The reason it gets its name, it was, I don't know if it still is, but it was the world's largest fountain. They have this big lake, and it shoots a fountain really high in the air about every 10 to 15 minutes. And I wish they had some pictures on here. I do not understand why these government websites don't have pictures of their city. Instead, they have these faded out, silly website designs. And I say that, yeah, because I'm complaining, because I think it's a pity that they don't have a picture of how beautiful Fountain Hills is right when you land there. If I'm a first-time visitor to the Fountain Hills website, I have no idea where to see pictures. Right here, it should say photo gallery or something. And that's what I want to be able to show you. I guess we could look around here, but there it is. I mean, I had to go to a whole new website on their thing. Who would have known that, right? So that's the big fountain right there. But it is kind of pricey. It's beautiful out there. I tell you what, guys, if you want Scottsdale but not as busy as Scottsdale, like I said, check out Carefree, Desert Mountain, Legend Trails area, North Scottsdale, right? But check out this Fountain Hills. Fountain Hills, I would live in Fountain Hills. It's really beautiful out there. So if anything, I know it's getting a little bit, we're going into a lot of different places. You got a lot of options here in Phoenix, but the big thing is the more options I show you, the more well prepared you will be to make a decision that suits your needs and not end up in a situation where you rushed it and then you ended up moving to some place that you didn't really enjoy. And then you're like, why did I move from Michigan to here? Why did I move from Minnesota to here? Why did I move from Virginia to Litchfield Park when I should have ended up in Santan Valley or Anthem or Fountain Hills? Who knows, right? So if you guys enjoy these videos, thanks for keeping up with the channel and supporting us by, keeping up with us, basically letting us know what you guys think. And we'll see you guys next time.